with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play fake. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, Love to pass. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Love, he's going to change the play here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going back to Love. They'll roll him out right. Musgrave's got it out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
3rd and 1, Stroud. That is caught, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run, gets him 15 yards.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there, because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel it one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Texans had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Love now on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. Now inside the 25. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. Here's Love. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, going to the air with Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Love looking to throw it. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Love from the gun. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready. Red 38. Black shot.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. Now Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and 1. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Love now to pass on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Stroud looking to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 74 yards. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, they got the ball to start the 3rd quarter, looking to take the lead, and they did so in a hurry.
Yeah, they certainly did. Now, you and I both know teams that love those sustained drives, you know, those little body blows along the way. This team says, the heck with that. Why keep the ball longer than we need to? Let's go ahead and put it in the end zone and get to the bench and take a break.
First play of the 3rd quarter. Get ready. Could be an exciting 2nd half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Jair Brown on the stop there. Now 2nd and 5. A handoff to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Stroud to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Following the interception, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Second down, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. But some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
19 Tiger.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
53.
Right back to him on first down.
Down at the 25.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Love.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Love. Rolling to his right. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Love looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now Stroud. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Mixon with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
And he has a Packer 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Packers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.